So, hang on. I'm gonna get this loaded. It takes forever. See if that's the right combination. So, if anybody wasn't able to get into Blackboard last week because of whatever reason, whether you weren't registered in the class or any number of other reasons, bring a hard copy of the quiz from last week. Some of you already have, and I got them back to you today. A couple of you just handed it to me now. It's grade 2. Does that apply to anybody here? They couldn't get you? It applies to you, of course, absolutely. So you just knock this quiz out. Did you find it online? Did you see it on this? Yeah. So just print that out, or do it on a piece of scrap paper. Bring it in Wednesday. We're totally caught up. The rest of you guys hopefully got your progress report emailed to you Friday. If you weren't registered in the class yet, you didn't, obviously, because I didn't have your email yet. But now that all that starts trickling in, this should fix itself by the end of the week. So hopefully all that's taken care of. Blackboard and Banner weren't as organized as I hoped they would have been. I had to end up manually inputting a lot of you and then taking you off. It was weird. I thought they would be exactly the same list of people, but it wasn't. But whatever, got that taken care of, I hope. So now, if you look at the schedule page for Wednesday, there are 2 quizzes. There are 2 quizzes waiting for you. Do you have to do them both? Do you have to do either of them? Technically no, right? Technically you don't have to. You can let them both go. You can do either one or the other or both or neither. You don't have, I mean, that's just the way it works. What do you have to do quiz-wise by the end of the term? That's it. And most of you already have one in the bag. So I mean, that's the idea. If you look at quizzes and decide, you know, I don't like those very much, then you just let them go. You just let them go. I try to get at least 2 up each week. I wanted to have 3 for you guys, but just didn't work out this week. It took me too long to write the ones that I wrote. So the one is on grade, which is what we're smack dab in the middle of right now, and the other is just on percentages. There are certain things in life that revolve around basic mathematical principles, like really basic mathematical principles, like percentages. And that quiz that you have was a PowerPoint presentation somebody gave me 2 weeks ago now. It's been about a week and a half, 2 weeks, and it was just mind-boggling how people were looking at numbers and getting floored by things I didn't think they should have been floored by. And when you look at it percentage-wise, hopefully you'll understand why. And it's just that kind of thing. I had, over the weekend, I was playing a show up in Portland, and that email came in about an hour before my show, and a former student had found this Oregonian article about rates of discipline among ethnic groups in Portland schools. And he was taken aback by it, and I was too with the headline. It sounded terrible. It sounded like minorities were being targeted for disciplinary actions. Like, holy crap. So I went and I checked their source, and I checked their numbers, and they didn't match up. Somebody had misread something in the report and written it the incorrect way. I'm not saying we shouldn't pay attention to things like disciplinary actions, but I'm saying that the numerical claim being made in the article didn't match up with what was actually in the report. So it's that kind of stuff that's in your world. I mean, what's that, 2 occurrences in less than 2 weeks, and that's just what I was aware of. The Lord only knows what's happening out in the rest of the world, you know. So anyway, that second quiz is kind of about that, and I try to sneak those in whenever I can. Little things about you know, here's your world. Let's just try to understand it a little bit better. And that's really what I want Math 105 to be. Here's your world. Let's understand it better. Cool? Makes sense? Did anybody not get an email from me on Friday? That was a progress report email. Now, tell me your name again. Josh. Josh, do I have your quiz here? I got it. No, I don't. Did you hit me a hard? Did you just add, like, the end of last week? That's probably why. So you should, as long as you added, you should be good. So Josh, did you see the website quiz that was posted?
I did not see the website.
You did not see it. So look, it's last week. In last week, just go ahead and print it off and bring me a copy. It looks like kind of like this one. Michelle printed it, of course. Just looks like that. Print that off, bring it in on Wednesday, and we'll call it good.
All right.
Now that that's done, I'm in Blackboard now. I understand a little bit more how Blackboard works, and I understand its pet peeves. So here's Blackboard's pet peeve. Remember how I told you on the first day? Yeah, just go ahead, print your assessment, do it, take a picture of it, email it to me. Don't do that. Blackboard doesn't like that. And when I say Blackboard doesn't like it, you can do it. It'll upload. But then I can't make any notes on the document if you do that. So if I try to open that picture in Blackboard, it kicks me out of Blackboard saying, yes, we knew that. We should have told you that. Yeah, so that's okay. It's all right, I learned. So the only kinds of documents that work, document-wise, are if you do a Word document and upload that, that works great. If you do a PDF document and upload that, that works great. If you type in the typed submissions box, that works great too. That works. Some of you guys were worried if you did that I wouldn't be able to see it. Totally works. It looks exactly the same as a Word document. The only reason that might not work is if you have to include a graphic. then I don't think you can type a graphic into that box. Maybe you can, I don't know if you can or not. But so and what I did was I redid the Blackboard submission guidelines on the assessment page to show you what you can do and what you shouldn't do. And if I get something, if I get a quiz that I can't open, I'm just not going to grade it, which doesn't count against you. It won't count as a 0. I just won't grade it. Does that make sense? So follow either do a Word document or do a PDF or do typed submissions for those kinds of things. I think these quizzes coming up, you can just do typed submissions if you want to. I don't think I make you include a graphic in any of them. I don't think. I might be lying on one of them. It's not intentional. It was a very political thing to say. I cannot support nor refute my claim of lying. I'm thinking too hard about this. You can look at it and see. Oh, another thing too, because of the way, again, I'm learning a lot about Blackboard as I go. Because of the way Blackboard presents itself to me, don't simply print like a 3-page quiz, do the quiz and upload the entire thing. Do everything on as few pages as you can. So do it on like a blank piece of paper and number them. 1, your answer. 2, your answer. 3, your answer. I don't need to have the questions in front of me. I can totally, I know what the questions are. I'll have another document over here open and reading off of that one. So just submit your answers to me. Please, Michelle, yeah.
So we can still physically turn them in too? We still have
No, just Blackboard. This week was different because people were getting enrolled differently. Everything's Blackboard now. Except for the stuff we do in class together, which we'll have one of those today. That's a different animal. But everything else, the quizzes, the projects, the exams, everything's Blackboard. Fair? As far as submissions go. So, good question. Thank you. Any other questions as far as that goes? I feel like you're spending a great deal of time in these classes talking about Blackboard. I'll try to stop doing that. Talk about math and stuff like that. More interesting stuff. Cool? How's your weekend? Sorry, I drank a lot of pool this morning. I'm going to be squeaky. What? And I coached Max's soccer game on Saturday. Very exciting. But lost a lot of voice. So, good weekend?
Awesome.
We got mountain biking, downhill mountain biking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, went to Dropkick Murphy concert.
Dropkick punk shows, downhill mountain biking. Sounds like a pretty damn good weekend. Yeah, we survived, both of them. Punk show got a little more dangerous. Yeah. Good weekend? Warm, silly warm. We're gonna go outside today, so I guess my whole warning about warm clothes was kind of silly. I mean, it's October in bed, you never know. It might snow in 2 hours. So, all right, good stuff.